Oh, there you are, YouTube. Do. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, what we're going to do today is a random ranking, but we're going to do the ones where I rank the movies you picked. Today, the selection comes from Acres of Movies, and it kind of took a while to get to a grouping that I have seen. I think maybe, what was that, maybe 2 or 3 comments were made with alternates and things like that before there were enough that I had seen. So their movie palette is way more diverse than mine in terms of things that they've seen because yeah, there was a number of movies that they listed, and then it took a while for me to get 3 of them. And the 3 that they picked, I only own 1 of them. So I have to bring in some proxies to stand in their stead. So, I guess the first one I'll go with is the one that I actually have, and that is Arlington Road. Now, you've probably heard me say that if it has a little post-it on it like that, that means that I have not seen the movie, but it can also mean I've seen it, but I remember nothing from it. And that's where this one lands. I've seen it, but I remember nothing from it. It's just not my type of movie. It has Jeff Bridges, Tim Robbins, sleek and disturbing thriller. I don't know why it never connected. I mean, I do like thrillers, so I don't know why. Certain types of thrillers I just can't latch onto. I think they got to be, and maybe this is, and I just don't remember, but they need to be more on the horror side if I'm going to remember a thriller. I really don't like, I don't know, I want to say I don't like spy espionage movies and things like that, but, you know, anytime I'm watching a James Bond movie, I'm enjoying it. Anytime I'm watching a Mission Impossible movie, I sort of love it. So, I don't know, but let's see. It's a gripping contemporary thriller about the terrible truths that can hide beyond everyday appearances. Arlington Road is an intense, edge-of-your-seat journey that reveals just how little we know about the world around us. Widowed when his FBI agent wife is killed by a right-wing group, college professor Michael Faraday, Jeff Bridges, becomes obsessed with the culture of these groups, especially when his new neighbors, the all-American Oliver and Cheryl, Tim Robbins and Joan Cusack, start acting suspiciously. With each twist, the mystery deepens and the question looms. Is Faraday just consumed by fear and driven by paranoia? Or has his lethal conspiracy been born on Arlington Road? I don't know. Actually, that sounds kind of interesting, but I have seen it. Don't remember much about it. And in fact, there are only maybe 3 to 5 movies in my collection that I've considered donating because I don't have that much of an interest in them. And this is one of them. Or because I don't like them. But this is one where it's more like an interest. But I probably should watch it one more time, which is what that indicates, before I make that decision. But yeah, Arlington Road. Maybe you can guess where that one's going to end up. Or maybe you can't. Sorry, I'm down with a cold, so I can't enunciate all of my consonants very well. Okay, next we have, next we have King Ralph. Loved watching King Ralph on Cinemax when I was a kid. I think I caught it on Cinemax. Maybe it was HBO, but I'm pretty sure it was Cinemax. I always watch more Cinemax, so I always feel like most of the things that I watched, if it was on a movie channel, it was on Cinemax. We had Cinemax more than we ever had HBO. But I don't own King Ralph, which I feel like I need to change that, especially because I know it's not British monarchy, but I collect movies about the British monarchy. But King Ralph is very good, and it is John Goodman and Peter O'Toole, but we don't have it, so we are going to use Matinee as a stand-in because John Goodman is in both movies. John Goodman is so cool, right? Because he like sort of straddled this line of, yeah, I'm on TV, I'm on Roseanne, and I did commercials. And then he's also like in all these cool movies at the same time. Is just a wonderful actor, one of my favorite actors, I would say. And then, you know, he was back on The Conners, which I heard just ended, or it's ending. I don't know. I didn't really watch the series. I watched a couple of the first episodes with Roseanne, but I didn't stick with it. Just because, I don't know. I don't watch much network TV. But I heard it was good most of the way through. But anyway, King Ralph, very cool. It's like he is a distant heir to the throne of some country. I can't remember what the country is. And he's next in line. He has to be king. And then Peter O'Toole brings him in, and then he's like, "Oh, we gotta refine you." And King Ralph, how you gonna refine Ralph, right? How you gonna refine John Goodman, right? And it's just great. Like he has this, just this presence of like the, I don't know, just an uncle, a sports fan dad or something. I don't know. He's very cool in it, and I like him a lot in it. And yeah, I grew up watching that movie on Cinemax, and I always really enjoyed it. Every time it was on, I would stop and watch it. But yeah, I don't own it, and I need to get it. So yeah, remember, this is not Matinee. This is King Ralph. So this is King Ralph that we're talking about here, and big fan of that movie. Next is another movie that I don't own, which, actually, no, I don't own it, but I should actually pick a different movie. We'll go ahead and use this, because it's a movie about a dog, and I had to grab another movie about a dog, but what I should have grabbed was that dog movie with Joan Cusack. What is that called? The Joan Cusack dog movie, because we have it. It's in our collection because my wife watched it a lot when she was a kid, but I didn't think about that until now. So what we're going to watch, or what we're going to look at instead, is Beethoven, but the movie is White Fang. Whoa, a little dusty there, Beethoven. Wow. Okay. So yeah, this says Beethoven. This says Beethoven, but this isn't Beethoven. It is White Fang. White Fang. So White Fang, I think I really only remember seeing it one time, but the way my mom rented movies, I probably did watch it a second time, because my mom would always rent movies about dogs and animals, and my sister and I were like, I don't want to watch that, because we wanted to watch the latest, I don't know, popular film, right? And she would get all these like B movies about dogs and just movies about animals in general. And then we'd watch them, and it was just like, oh, that was really good, Mom. Thank you. Thank you for renting that. She's like, see? You didn't need to get, Speed again, or whatever the heck I was watching. What would I have been renting? What did I rent over and over? Probably Encino Man, honestly. It was probably that. But anyway, so again, this is White Fang. First time I watched it was in school. They brought in a VHS tape and wheeled in the old TV, and then we watched it. And the way we watched it was at a block party. Did your school have these in grade school? Like, I don't really even remember how often they happened, maybe like at midterm and at the end of the year, but it was just like a party day. Like all the classrooms from your grade had a different event going on. Like one of them was like play, one of them was a movie, and then I think we had like maybe the gym, we could do stuff, and there was a pizza party in the gym. And I remember one year they brought Surge. That was the first time I ever saw Surge, but that was like at the older grades. But White Fang, I think I was probably in, gosh, I think we were going downstairs. Who did we watch it in? I think maybe it was, no, whose room was it? You don't know who I'm talking about, but anyway, I think we went downstairs to watch it. But anyway, White Fang. Another year we watched Mighty Ducks 2, I remember, or a different block party. But White Fang, I remember we watched that. And I'd usually pick the movie, because, hello. And then, yeah. So my memory of it is very old, but I just remember it being good in general. But it didn't become like a huge classic to me. I remember this, my neighbor kid, he was always talking about White Fang. White Fang was one of his favorite movies. I wonder if I were to ask him about it today. I haven't seen him in years, but if I were to be like, hey, do you remember how you used to love White Fang and always talking about White Fang? If he'd have any memory of that, or if that's only in my memory. But anyway, how are we going to rank these? So again, we got White Fang, and then we got King Ralph, and then we have And then we also have Arlington Road. Okay, so I think for me, I'm gonna go King Ralph #1. Like, that's very easy for me. Man, I want to be quoting this movie right now, but again, that's White Fang, not Beethoven. See you later, Rice. So, okay, King Ralph, White Fang, then Arlington Road. That is my ranking right there. I'm going to take this off so I can make a thumbnail after this video. But one more time, King Ralph, White Fang, and Arlington Road. But my question to you is, have you seen these movies? These three right here. And if so, what do you think of them? And actually, not these three right here, the ones I mentioned. And if so, what do you think of them? If you've seen all three, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps we'll see you tomorrow. Actually, again, thank you so much, everybody, for participating. Acres of Movies, thank you so much. We finally whittled it down to 3 that I'd seen. That was fun to, go through those movies, though. Thank you, everybody, for participating in this. And if you want to, maybe go back to that old video, or maybe put it in this video. Feel free to do so, and then I'll rank movies chosen by you. But one more time, thank you so much for watching, and perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more pure hangout.